Cool. Got it there. Cool. Good morning. I just couldn't help it. I needed to come back on and do a live stream. And in my office, as you can tell, the usual setup that I've got in the background. A lovely little owl. Love it being back, or whether I can do this consistently over the next few weeks. I'm getting back into it anyway. So it's Ros Boundy, Psychic Medium here. And I'm on my Be Live and also on the eCam and restreaming through eCam. So you'll get two different types of, some will show up in one area. The response is like this. Hi, Tracy, how are you? The arm is aching still, but I just want to keep pushing through it because you put too much focus on sitting down doing not much, and it's, well, it actually accentuates any pain I'm finding. So I just felt like doing the live stream, and I've come up with a different way of doing shuffling because, as you can imagine, with a arm and a sling, I can't shuffle. I can't hold the cards. So good morning, Judy. Nice to see you here as well this morning on a wonderful Sunday morning. It is now 9:30, so I've met the timeline for what was the scheduled, what I put across as the scheduled time for my live stream this morning. So I'm going to switch it over via my eCam because I'm using the virtual camera. Hi, Sharon. Wonderful to see you here as well. And I'm going there so that you can see how I'm going to manage this. It may not work. I have absolutely no idea, actually. So I'm hoping it does. And I'm hoping, too, that I am actually over on my YouTube. I'm just going to quickly go into the background there. Yeah, that's coming up as live, so I can close that out. Cool. I just needed to check that I was actually live on the YouTube. Hi, Karen. Great to see you here. So you're in either my Facebook page, Ros Boundy, or the card reading group. This is where I can't quite tell whether it's the group that you're coming into or whether you're watching from my page. And the others are the My Time TV .live page, which is my Be Live. And those of you who are watching there will definitely be able to see the comments I'm putting up on the screen like this. Good morning, Sue. So here we are. Voila. I got woken up actually at around about I don't know, I suppose it was about 5 o'clock. I just couldn't sleep comfortably this morning. Once I'd got past that sort of 2 or 3 in the morning, I knew that I'd felt a bit irritated, stirring. It wasn't a comfortable sleep. So by 5, I got up. The brain, something in my mind, whether it was my dad telling me, because this automatic card shuffler is as old as, I can't remember when Dad bought it. It was many, many years ago. And as you can tell, it's an automatic card shuffler. I've put these cards in here. Here's the little drawer. There's a little drawer that they sit in. And we split them halfway like this and put half of them that side and half of them this side. And this is where I have no idea how this is going to work in real life. You put the drawer back there. That collects the cards that go back into the middle there. So you think that you're on the page. I think it might be the Ros Boundy page. So that would be the one that's got the @Ros Boundy in my Be Live side of it, which you can't see, Karen, because it's not the one that's going to the source there. This is the thing of having two split different locations where the sources go. So, yeah, you love antique things, do you, Sharon? Yeah. Look, I don't know how antique it is. I just know it's an old thing. It is something that I remember Dad using. We used to play Uno a lot with the grandkids, like with the kids. So that's what it looks like. You can see through from the other side, there's a window, blah, blah. See this button that says press down to operate? Well, it's going to make some noise. So just hang on. And you just heard my dogs barking because they could hear the noise. I'm glad I got them out there. So here we are with a deck of shuffled cards. So I can actually put them out there like that. And who wants to have a card read? I'm only going to take them from the top. And yeah, you're in the card group, I think. That's why you're called Facebook user, showing on the screen the card shuffler. Absolutely is, isn't it? Lots of laughs. Yes, it is lots of laughs, isn't it? Especially when the dogs come in on the act. They are just so noisy. Do I put that over there or do I put that over there? This is just so you can see what deck of cards I'm actually using. So the first card that we've got today, I'm just going to do them probably in a 3 stack. So if I put that up there, and we'll just do 3 cards, and that way we create a little story. Have a look at that. Just have a look at that. That central card, look at that. We've got the dog. The dog card is there, so I find that funny. That actually is. So what we've got for our influences around today, just by doing it with this card shuffler, is, and I forgot to bring my pen, my actual Apple pencil. I'm just going to use a blue pen just so that I can point, only because it's easier to actually point with a pointer rather than a fat finger. So the bear there, I'm not as close to this table as I normally would be. Let me just see if I can. No, look, I won't, because that wobbles everything. I've got the holder of my webcam is actually up really high because I had the full table out in a grand tableau 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? Time's just going through so fast because I'm not taking much notice of it. So actually what I'm going to do instead, here we've got the bear. As we look at the bear, it is the brown type. It's not, my favourite is the Gilded Reverie LENORMAND, but it's still got a lot of information in this picture of what the bear energy actually represents. There is a strength in that. You can see the determination in the bear in getting, look, it's got a mission. It's on its pathway. It's actually out on the hunt. So you can feel that sense of determination in this bear. So that's really what it's giving us as an energy for our day to day, that we can put our mind to something and be determined and move it forward in whatever way we need to. And I wish this would actually focus a bit better. It's not, is it? I had good success with it Friday night, but not so much this morning. Oh, well, look, that's the vagaries of the technology, isn't it? Further away and it's fine. Here we've got the dog. You look at that. Isn't it a gorgeous dog? Loyal, faithful, ready at any moment to take that step with us and actually follow through with unconditional love. If you give, we know that dogs are just ready to love us back no matter what. There are times where I've seen poor behaviour that's been put to the dog, by the owners, that they've been treated badly, and yet the dog still returns with unconditional love. I suppose if that's continued ad infinitum, where it's bad behaviour, the dog might end up being very wary and psychologically damaged, because they can be. That's a different story, but give love and you get it so much in return, bucket loads. So I'm feeling the energy of that love. You look at the 10 hearts that are there, and, it just gives that feeling of bucket loads, just so much that it's going to overflow. So I'm feeling that that's what we need to be focusing on in our day today. It is that having that love center, that heart being that central part of what we are, how we're moving through our day to day. And as if we are that loyal dog ready to love in any way that we can to please. And it's so nice to have that recognition given back in a pat on the head and all that sort of stuff. But it's not why we do things. It really is that the being of that energy of love, loyalty, and all that is a dog with unconditional love. It gives a beautiful warm feeling, doesn't it? Almost like the warm fuzzies, isn't it? And here we've got another heart card. Well, as far as that is in the centre, the 7 hearts that are there in the tree. That's what this card is. And the tree really is that stability and the depth, and how deep are we going to go to actually ground and be inner earth and connected to all the others, because what science is really only just finding out in real ways is how well connected the network of trees is throughout the earth. It is global networking. We think that what we do with internet and the technology that we have that's in the air is pretty specky. Look what is possible through Mother Earth, that the core of beingness, in that groundedness and actual connection. I think that's where we're tapping into that. Trust what feelings you get from Mother Earth. Go out and actually walk in nature for a bit with some bare feet and really breathe that essence in and out through Mother Earth, because all things are necessary to be thriving. We take in air to survive. We actually have that regenerate ourselves in every way it does to continue living as we do in the physiological sense. And, it's the air, the water, the sunshine, the earth. The earth itself feeds us, all sorts of interconnections that we have. And here we have the tree giving us that really big signal to actually be out in nature and grounding and connecting, creating that network of who we are. So that's all my arm's going to allow me to do right now, because guess what? I'm feeling a bit buggered in just that one shuffle of the card shuffler. But hey, there'll be another spot for doing that in the morning. Tomorrow morning, I am planning to be back in sync at some point very soon. Look, it might not be the 8 o'clock. It just depends how quick I get going, because I have noticed one of the things with what I'm doing, what I'm needing to do, it's slower. And it does take a bit more time, especially the showers, to wash the hair, which is what I did this morning. It takes a lot longer. Hey, it's just the process. Everything that we experience in life really is part of what is our process to learn and grow and keep being who we are and the best person that we are. So just love life, love what situations you're in, even if they're shitty ones. There's reason, purpose, it's that silver lining in every cloud. I can remember many years ago that my mum would say that a fair bit. I can't remember every instance, but you'd think, yeah, sure. And especially when I was in my teenage years, those years where you're definitely not believing your parents. But honestly, the what your experiences are in that result of experiencing and learning from it, you continue onward with what's the next step that is another experience to learn from and grow. All of that's the process. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here this morning. I decided I would go live. Yeah, I probably should be resting, but I decided I would spend a little bit of time going live because I like doing it so much. And you might see me popping in. Oh, good morning, Eunice. Wow, you back over from the West yet? I saw your post. It looks like beautiful country. Yeah. So, I have been testing out a beta program section of What is Be Live, doing it from mobile phone. So you might see me pop up every so often just to test out new features of that. So, and if you've got any questions around doing live streaming too, just give us a hoy, because I really do love doing it. And it is easy. It's not something that you're never too old to learn something new. I am. I'm old. No, I'm not. Oh, Eunice. Yeah, old saying, under 60, you've fallen over. After 60, oh, she's had a fall. Absolutely. I had a fall. I did have a fall. And it was, in its way, it was great that I had the box of peaches to break the fall from being a face plant into the concrete. But that was the reason why I had the fall, was because I was carrying a box of peaches. Who knows? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Oh, thank you, Karen, for that. Good job. Oh, thank you. So I am going to leave it there. I do need to actually rest this wrist. It's starting to ache again. So I just have to do small spurts. Oh, we are, Eunice. We are forever young. Absolutely. We are. Absolutely. Now I'm going to leave that there. So I'll be closing off. Look, if I turn up through the day again, it'd be lovely to see you again. And we'll see what progresses for tomorrow. I'm hoping to be on around the age 8:39-ish. So just keep an eye out. I'm not going to schedule them at the moment, but I'll certainly put in that. Well, I don't think I'm going to schedule. Anyway, we'll see you then at some point. So bye for now. And now I've got to remember, where's the finish buttons? Here we go. Bye.